Hi, and welcome to another interview with our filmmakers from the DLFF Film Festival 2021. Here we have the producer and director and stunt people and all of that for Calculating Euphoria. Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
We're actually missing our director today, but I'm the screenwriter.
Got it.
And then we have the Eric, who's the producer and DP and editor, and did many other things. And then we have our stunt team and our drone operator, Trevor.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you letting us know who everybody is. This is super exciting. What a cool film. Like, this is so fun. I loved the idea. Don, I'm actually going to start with you and kind of just want to know the genesis of this. Like, where did it come from? And if you could just kind of fill me in, that'd be great. Sure.
Yeah, this film was inspired from an actual trip that I took when I was moving to Los Angeles. I've now moved back to Toronto, which is where I am at now. But it was, it's kind of this drive across the continent with all of my stuff in a car, and thinking about, the sacrifices that you make in order to try to get into the business, the biz, and I was driving with a friend who accompanied me, and along the way, we actually kind of did what happened in the film, which is challenged each other to write a story or to come up with a concept. We didn't have a bet placed on it the way that the characters in the story do, and nothing terrible befell us. Right. But that was kind of the genesis of the idea. And then the story, there's a story within a story, which was another script that I had, and that was this Euphoria storyline, which one of the characters tells. It's actually a feature-length script, and this was a short version of the script made because we were unable to secure financing for a feature film. So the script is still available for anyone who's interested in financing a full production. It's back out there. I'm shopping it around, but this is kind of Eric and Richard, the director, and this team of wonderful, talented people and the actors who are involved. They really brought this condensed version of the story to the screen, so I'm very grateful for that. Awesome. That sounds really great. It sounds like it was super collaborative. I feel like it's probably, when it has sort of that organic genesis in life, it sort of, the story tells itself and you get to kind of hone and like make it your own and figure out where it might have gone wrong in real life and where you're going to make it go right in the film, and you have that creative license. That's so cool. I really love that story. I love, I think so many people have that moving across the country, especially moving to LA to become a filmmaker, so everyone can kind of relate to that story. That's so cool. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. Next, I would love to talk to Eric about producing and DP and what that was like on this.
It's always very challenging to DP inside a moving car. It's much easier if you're on a sound stage and you use green screens and all that. And we didn't want to do that. We wanted to make it in real life. So the logistics is very challenging with all the car scenes. And the other stuff was much easier and more room to be creative and have more choices in, angles and lighting and so on. But I think we pulled off the car. But that's always a very, very tough thing to shoot inside a car. I remember sometimes I had to lay on my back in between the two people, the driver and the passenger, to film them, because that was the only way we could get the shot we needed and also in the time allotted. So there was a lot of that going on, but I think we pulled it off.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, you don't want to, it's so much more authentic. You don't want to be able to tell that you're sitting on a sound stage, somebody bumping the car, trying to make it seem like it's moving and all those kind of cheap effects. That's so awesome. I feel like when you put in that real authenticity, it shows. And I think it absolutely does in this. Thank you so much.
If there's anybody that can do something like that, it's Eric. He gets in all those little tight spaces and pulls it off.
Cool.
We've been a few foot with him and he's pretty amazing.
I mean, speaking of amazing, like the stunts, like you guys being stunt people, like I would love to know what that was like on this.
It wasn't by no means the hardest thing that we've ever done, but it's always enjoyable to work with Eric. It just sort of happened because Eric and I were talking about how to set up the stunt, and we talked about it, and before you knew it, he called me, says, Ron, would you mind coming out and doing it? He's really safe, so we agreed, to come out and do it. Of course, my wife played the, whatever you call it, spirit or whatever that got in front of the thing. So I definitely wanted to be there, even though I knew Eric would protect her.
Yeah.
It was definitely cold.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
It was fun though. I like being a chameleon in films, so that was a lot of fun. When Maria's like, do you mind wearing this little white nightgown and can we make you look ugly? I was like, sure, put me in there. That was fun.
Real team player, it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
it was enjoyable. That was your question. It was enjoyable.
Good.
But like I said, you're working with friends, and when you're working with friends, anything's enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah. Really collaborative. Have you guys worked on stuff together before?
Oh yeah. Almost everything, right, Eric?
Yeah, a lot of things. Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. And Trevor, I'd love to know more about being a drone operator. I have no idea what that's like. I'd love to know.
Well, I think, for me, just one of the things that I love about doing the drone operating for independent films, it didn't used to be a thing that could be added to the visual dialogue in short films and independent films in the past. They big films had the options of using helicopters and things like that. And now the independent films can use the drones and achieve a very similar effect, which really can have an impact on, like I said, the visual dialogue, the way people get to experience the film. A lot of times those drone shots give you a chance to kind of step out and take a deep breath from the intense stuff that you saw in this movie. So yeah, I mean, for me, I really love that part of it. I love the chance to be able to do that. And of course, when you get to work with great people and fun people, it's a really enjoyable experience. That day that we were shooting with the car on the road, that was quite an ordeal for my little drone. So I was running one of these Mavic Pros, which are really great for close shots and things like that. But in heavy winds, it can be super challenging. And there were weren't there 25 to 35 mile an hour wind gusts there?
And that drone
I mean, it
flew
was
away.
literally at one point we were trying to fly the drone and the wind was going so hard that the drone was flying at 35 miles an hour, but sort of just almost treading water as it was going. But everything worked out, and I think thankfully Eric is very patient. he lets you have a chance to get the kind of shots that he's looking for. So I think we were able to accomplish most everything he was looking for with the drone shots. You tell me, Eric.
No, absolutely. I mean, of course, together with Richard, the director, I'm just trying to channel whatever he said he wanted, of course, right? But on the technical side, yes, you and I collaborated, but the actual style, vision, and tone is all Richard's doing from the beginning. We're just more kind of execution of the shots. So
the drone shots really help put the whole story into perspective, because on the page when I wrote the thing, I talk about the car disappearing onto a ribbon of black asphalt into the distance, and to give this sense of their isolation on the road, and those shots really made that happen in a way that that exceeded my expectations, because I wasn't even sure we would have the possibility to capture something like that. So I was like, I don't know how we're gonna make them feel this black ribbon into the distance, but you guys certainly did, and also with the Spectre running out into the road, I wasn't sure how that was going to look. I had a picture in my head, but the way that it turned out is really beautiful.
Yeah, totally. That's so awesome. I mean, it takes a village, no matter whether it's 4 people or 150 people to make a film. And that's so, that's so cool. It's such a group effort. I can't stress that enough, obviously, as you guys know. Are you guys working on anything else that you want to plug or want to talk about?
We just did a film called Teenage Vampire, and Ronnie's getting ready to do another one. He just got signed on and greenlit to do Zombie Patrol, which is going to be a full feature. That's going to be fun.
Cool.
So that's one. And then
I DP'd. I know I'm a stunt guy, but I, know everything from concept to delivery. But I just DP'd the movie she's talking about, Teenage Vampire.
That was fun. That was quick, 6-day shoot, which is like unimaginable.
Unimaginable, but it was in one house and 2 cameras, sort of like we did, but a little twice as quick.
More elbow room.
But we've done several films since October, since everything opened up. Actually, 6 films, and we just finished one. I just got greenlit for a movie that Eric's aware of, Zombie Patrol, and it was written as a series, but they asked me to turn it into a feature. I'm up in Arkansas right now writing, trying to finish the end of it. And there's things happening every day. I'm glad the world's opened up for filmmakers again.
Cool. Yeah.
Definitely during the lockdown, what is it now, 14 months, because I'm in Toronto where things are still locked down.
Oh my God.
And been doing a lot of writing. So I did a little tweak on the Recalculating Euphoria, which is the name of the feature-length script. And I've also worked on a Black comedy called Newversity, which is a spoof of the higher education industry, and it's the way that it's going for profit overall. So yeah, it's been a good time to work on things on the page, that's for sure.
I tried to do that after about, the first month I felt like I was in hog's heaven, because you're locked down, you have no choice but to write. But boy, after that first month, I go, oh my God, is this what my life's going to be like? Never leaving this place and writing? It got hard. How about with you?
Yeah, there were times when, I never got, I shifted projects. So I would work on rewrites of existing things. Then I would go to first drafts of new things.
Right.
And so it's like stirring different pots all the time.
Right.
But yeah, there are days when, you just like think, oh my God, is it just me and my computer again? That's it. And then when you go to get out, you go to a Zoom meeting. So it's still you and your computer. Right?
Well, thank God not thank God for the COVID, but I have a background in nursing. So that was my out to get away from him while he was stir crazy doing the computer stuff and trying to figure out where it was going. So I was out doing the front line, doing all the studios and stuff, COVID testing and all that. So I got lucky there, but I didn't have to sit in the rat trap for long.
She actually supported us because she was the only one, and I was writing like you, but well, it's good. We got this one greenlit, and it's a blessing. And then hopefully Eric knows about this one. We did another one called Horse with No Name, which was supposed to start March 3rd. And of course, everything closed down at the end of February, like the 27th or 28th, I'm not sure what day. And it stopped us dead in our tracks. Hopefully that comes back up.
Yeah. Eric, Trevor, anything you guys are excited about?
I just finished shooting a thriller horror called Shame in Turkey. And we're in post-production right now, and I'm excited for it. It's about 40% in Turkish and 60% in English, and I think there's going to be some interesting imagery. Because in Turkey horror films are not popular, so you have to kind of work outside the traditional concept of the genre.
Right.
And I'm excited to see how it comes out. We're in post right now. We also are trying to combine some Western and Eastern music elements to it. And we're hoping that we're done with post in about a month. But it is another country, so you're never really sure how long it's going to take to get it done. So, right. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
Cool. It sounds awesome. How about you, Eric?
I've been at home doing post-production on 2 features. So that's been, a blessing for me too, that I can do that because I have a post studio. So I do pretty much all post. And that's been going since September, and I'm still not done with the second feature. it will take me through into July until it's all done. And so they're nice features. One is a little political drama, coming of age story, little Cinderella type story. And the other one, it's female-led thriller that will probably go to Lifetime. So it's all good. They're good movies, you know, good teams, and yeah, a lot of fun.
Cool. That's so awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. This has been so informative and so interesting. It really adds an extra level to the piece. And I just want to thank you guys so much. And I want to plug Calculating Euphoria. It'll be available on our website starting May 28th at noon. And the window will close on May 29th at 10 p.m. Sorry, I couldn't remember that.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much
you.
for selecting the film for the festival. We're delighted to be in it.
Of course.